Oh, here we go. Now we're going. 4 channel. There we go. While everybody tries to figure out how to make the train whistling sound, last we left off, we had oh, you got it. Kind of.
Almost. It was a girl train.
It also wasn't nearly as loud. You had tracked down the escaped actor, Gus was his name, and found him in the caboose of the train
With a vampire.
with a vampire.
Vampire was a guy like a conductor or something, wasn't
One of the
he?
He was one of the train attendants, yes.
It's not busboy. What is it?
Train.
Train attendant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I said. So, yes. So as you enter the dim caboose, the Reverend is beside you, and you see the shadow of the hunched man. He turns around, and there's the bloodstained face of the train attendant. And so I need everybody to roll initiative.
Question: do we have all of our weapons on us?
Well, I mean, you don't have weapons, I don't think.
I thought I kept my rope shoe dart.
That was improvised, no.
But my pistol with a silver bullet
I know.
and my wolf.
You may have your wolf.
5 and
Plus.
5 is 10.
Coordination.
I thought you said initiative.
Yep.
Okay.
Not that's your intelligence that you're looking at.
Oh, okay.
Initiative is coordination.
Okay. 7 and 4 is 11.
Okay. My coordination is still 5, so yeah.
And I
got
also
10.
have 11 with a 6 and a 5.
So, did everybody get 11?
No, he got a 10.
I got a 10. They got 11.
Yeah.
You get 11?
I got 11.
Okay, we'll just go in order. Yeah.
Which is how it would be because I have lower
well,
coordination.
And that would work. Yes. So, we'll start with Grunt Peggy.
Okay.
You're ambushing the vampire. Because he wasn't expecting it, we will say you go ahead and go first.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Oh, what would I like to do? Because shooting him isn't going to kill him, is it?
Well, he certainly doesn't seem natural. With his pale face and
Elongated.
pale yellow eyes, he's definitely not a normal person. But you know,
Do I have a knife or do I just have the revolver?
I would say you could have a knife, and it would just be your strength damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he has. So I'm not. I'm not going to be ambushing him because he's seen us.
Yeah. You open the door.
I open the door and he's turned around. He sees us. So
You
if
just
I
have a
was to,
surprise attack.
if I was to rush,
It's not a surprise attack.
and does he? Yeah. What do I want to do?
You didn't try
Do I
to
have
sneak
a lariat? Can I rope him?
a lariat? What, like a lasso?
Also, yeah.
You gotta use layman terms. We don't know.
I don't know what a
okay, so-
lariat is. No.
We
I
know
would
lasso.
say you wouldn't have brought it with you. You had your
Okay.
gun with you.
Okay, my
But
gun just 'cause I
a
wear
rope
it,
is a
so-
pretty big thing to be carrying around.
Okay.
Right.
But if you wanted to try to find one, you certainly could.
Well.
I think you should throw a cross-faced chicken wing on him.
I don't know.
Is
And
that a
I have
flying elbow?
athletics. I do have
Some sort of
athletics.
wrestling hold.
I could to knock him out. I could
Pistol whip him.
pistol whip him. Yeah, I could rush in,
Bash him in the head.
bash him in the head with my revolver.
All right.
With the butt of your
So
With the butt of my revolver.
yes, roll. So we are adding. I am adding the rest of the combat. So I had simplified combat before.
Okay.
So I'll be keeping you up the track on
Okay.
it. But yeah, you'll roll. It'll be prowess, which is your top number to hit.
Okay. 6.
That is a 10.
Okay.
Um,
So I missed him.
yes.
Oh,
Not
can
so-
I add? Can I add 1 for athletics since I'm running?
No. No,
Okay.
no.
Maybe
But
not.
you didn't miss so badly. He doesn't get to counter you. So at least
Okay.
there's that.
Okay.
But you do miss. Bryce, it is your turn.
Sweet. I'm gonna do some kung fu on that bad boy.
All right.
Do I get to add martial arts to my prowess
Yes.
as I'm kung fu?
Yes, but not to your damage. It
But
does.
not to my
You add it to your prowess, but not to your damage.
Okay.
So you have really high to hit, but not a whole lot of damage.
That's a 13.
That's a 12. All right. So you do hit him. I need you to roll. So what's your strength?
4.
All right. I need you to roll and add your strength.
And that's a 5, so 9.
That's an 11. He succeeds. So damage is normal.
Okay. Okay.
Normal being.
Or yeah, if he had failed, you would get to knock him back or stun him. So that happens on every attack. It'll slow things down a bit, but it makes things more interesting because it gives options. And like you had said, if somebody gets shot, it doesn't just subtract a number from them. It'll slow them down or hurt them.
Oh,
And so it's
okay.
the same sort of thing.
Okay.
It is your turn, Grandpa Bob.
Let's see.
Oh.
I don't know that shooting him would do any good. Can I throw a cross-faced chicken? Actually, I don't even know.
I don't even know
what
what
it
a
is.
CrossFit chicken wing is.
It's
If
some
you-
wrestling move, and I know it has to do with mashing an arm up against the face while you're.
If you want to, you can try to grapple him.
Yeah.
And if you succeed, you may even be able to get to suplex the vampire.
Okay. How about try to get him thrown down to the floor so we could maybe tie his arms behind him or something.
I'll say to do a takedown, that'll be prowess or strength.
My strength is 6. My prowess is only 3.
Okay, so that would be you're just going to barrel into him and knock him to the floor. This won't do
Right.
damage, but if you succeed, he'll be prone,
Right.
and so that'll give you
try
some
to
advantage.
contain his arms so he can't.
Mhm.
Okay. Bow!
Oh no!
That's
Oh
not
no!
a good takedown, yo.
Oh no! That's a 12 total. The 7.
And yeah, I got 7.
Okay, this means that because he got 5 more than you, that means that you run into him, and he gets an opportunity to knock you to the ground. So
Oh man.
you charge in, you go for the legs, trying to take him out from under him, and with an incredible agility, he flips over the top of you, and you find yourself flattened onto the floor. You are, here we go.
You knocked prone.
So that's prone, and you can get rid of that whenever you stand up on your turn, or if he attacks you, then he'll take that as a form of advantage.
Okay.
Um,
But I'm down on the floor now.
yes.
Is he blocking the way? Because those cabooses are really narrow.
Yeah, it's a small. You are fighting in a very small space.
Yeah, and
so
there's
you're trying to
like,
get you're trying to get past him to the guy that he's injured, or you don't know, he might be dead.
There's 6 of us in there total, including the.
Oh, because
One-
the reverend's here.
Yeah, it's
the
a
3 of
tight
us, the
space.
Reverend, Yeah.
But because of that, you are now behind him. He's going to turn around, and he's going to attempt to grapple you.
Oh,
So he's going to take this. That gives him a +2 to try.
okay.
And so you're going to roll and add your strength to try to resist him. Strength or coordination. No, wait. Strength or prowess. Sorry.
Okay. Woo! I got 11 total.
Okay. Oh. he just barely beat you.
Okay.
So he has a 12 total. If you want to succeed, you can spend one of your grit,
One of my grits.
or you can let him take it and save the grit for something else.
Uh,
Got it.
have the grits for breakfast.
All right. So because the Reverend is in the back, what he's gonna do this turn? So you don't get grappled. He goes to try and essentially he's going for like the what you call it, the half Nelson, where it's like
Right.
over one shoulder and under one armpit. But you do stand up, and you are bigger than him, though he seems inhumanly strong for his size. You do shove him
Right.
off.
Okay. So I've gotten away from him.
Yes. So this turn, the Reverend is going to try something. He's going to try to daze the vampire by using his cross. As you'd seen, it had glowed slightly before. There's a flash of light behind you. And so, Reverend's going to roll black for the vampires because why not? Because it's the night. Oh goodness, that's a 12. That's a 5 plus a... Not a whole lot, I don't think. Yeah. The vampire succeeds. There's a... he is facing towards you, and the flash of light that blares over his head does not affect his eyes. It is back around to you, Grandma Peggy.
Okay. Have I found a rope yet? It'd have to be.
You didn't look for
Okay,
it.
well, I have to look for it. Okay.
Yeah.
What else would be in a caboose that you might be able to use to?
I don't
Well,
think there's
see,
hardly
the-
anything.
I wouldn't be able to do something in the caboose
Yeah,
like
you
that
wouldn't be
anyway. That
able
would
to-
be too difficult. I was thinking of more space. Okay, so let's I want to take my revolver and shoot him. I'm gonna,
Okay.
see if I can.
It's tight quarters. If you fail by too much, you might hit somebody else.
Okay.
All right,
I believe in her.
do it.
Take the shot.
3.
Okay.
So is that blast?
That is your coordination.
Okay, so 10
Oh, he
plus weapon 1.
yes.
Okay, so
You
that's
succeed.
11. Okay.
And so I'll need you to roll. How much is your blast?
6.
Okay, so
Yeah.
See, I did shoot it, so I'm -1 now.
yeah, you can use these.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's right. Take that one away. 5
so
shots.
roll and add your blast damage.
Okay. 10.
Okay, and he rolls a 8. So he is, I'll say that the blast of the shot, the extremely loud shot in this tiny space, it slams into him. There's a spray of this. It's not blood. It's this thick. It's almost like molasses into his chest, and he's knocked to the ground. Yes, I believe that's how that would work.
Okay.
Bryce, it is your turn.
I want to get him in an armbar.
Okay, that is, I'll say for your martial arts, you can do prowess and martial arts to try to land the hold.
The armbar.
But he will use strength or coordination next to try to resist it.
Almost slid through.
All right, he's gonna roll. Well, it's the same for all of them.
12.
10. So he is now prone. Well, okay, so here's his effect. He's prone and held. So these things can be taken for advantage. So long as both of these are true, you can take this and add +2 to try to do something with it. So it's around you, Grandpa Bob.
Punch him in the nose.
okay, if he's been shot, so he's sort of disabled, and
Just knocked down.
Just knocked down.
That's
Just
it.
knocked down.
Just
And-
knocked down.
And one of his arms is incapacitated, as I.
You've got him
you've
down.
got yeah.
It's a very tight space, so you're like, so it's like you're like you've
I have
you've
his
like
arm out the door.
you've like forcibly. Oh yeah, like
I have
you're
his arm
hanging
out
off
the
the
door,
edge.
and I'm laying out the edge.
You're currently out on the little balcony thing behind the caboose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he's in the room.
You're
I'm like in the doorway, laying out the doorway, and he's in the room,
Oh, okay.
and I have his arm. pinned.
Yeah.
Okay. So to try to get him and pitch him out along the railroad tracks wouldn't be good because you're the one that's already all the way outside, and you're the So what if I jumped down and got his legs pinned too? Is his face up or down?
His face would be up
Oh,
if it's an armbar.
Okay, but if I could get his legs pinned down so he couldn't kick out of it, and then the Reverend could maybe do something, give him a blast from his cross. So that's what I want to do. I want to try to pin his legs,
Okay. Now
keep him from kicking out of the hold.
you can use this, the prone effect, to get a bonus to it. You'll roll strength. This one would have to be strength.
Uh huh. Oh!
Oh no.
I got a 7 plus 2 would be 9.
If you choose to use that, keep in mind if you use it, it uses it up.
Oh,
Ooh. What do we use it up so then he would no longer be prone?
Well, it would be you would have tried to take advantage of it. I think so long as so long as Bryce can keep a hold of him.
Okay, yeah. So, if I just use my strength plus the one that I rolled, that's 7. That's not good. What did he roll?
He rolled a 10.
So even that wouldn't help me.
Wouldn't save it, not even if you used
Right.
Well, you can't use both of them.
Right.
Well, you could use both of them. I'm sorry.
Maybe
you
I'm,
could use.
because I'm holding him.
You're holding him, and that makes it difficult for him to resist you.
Mhm.
And he's prone, which makes it easier for you to grab onto him. So, if you use both of them,
That's an 11.
yes, and that means you would succeed,
Yeah.
just barely.
Uh-huh.
So he would be still prone and held because
Yes.
that's what we
But
were
if
trying
the
to
next
accomplish.
if the next thing doesn't work, then
Well,
Ooh.
it's those still are active
Okay.
because you're holding his legs
okay.
and I'm holding him, so he's held
Right.
as well as you're keeping him on the ground. So
Okay.
he's still prone.
Okay.
So those would still.
Okay.
So you
Well,
do
there
succeed.
I'm okay. Between the two of us, we've got him pinned down.
All right.
Okay.
He's got a Chinese man on an arm and a big woodsman on his legs.
All right. Well, I need you both. No, Bryce. I need you to roll strength.
Okay. Do I get to add anything to it?
No.
Travesty.
No.
No, my martial arts or athletics.
Oh, athletics it would be. Yeah.
10.
11.
Can I use the luck in my
Um,
combat?
this is not the same as the drunken master type of stuff, but
Okay.
you can use the other grit.
I'll use
yeah.
the drink.
Okay. Well, you've still got him. I'm going to.
I crank his shoulder into my hip a little bit farther to twist his arm back.
I am
Is
going
that
to
what you
give
want
you.
out, right?
No, you pull it towards your chest.
Well, yeah, like you like thrust your hips
Yes,
up
you
into
push
the-
your. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give everybody a grit point because he's about to do something that he shouldn't necessarily be able to do. He's going to turn his head at an unnatural angle and he's gonna pull you up, and he's going to look into your eyes. I need you to roll willpower.
Okay, that's not the worst one. Club him.
That's pretty good. 10. No effect.
I stare right back at him.
Mm-hmm.
Unwavering.
That's how you tame the animals and where the wild things are. You stare into all of their yellow eyes at once.
All three of them. All right. Well, it is the Reverend's turn. He's actually going to tend to the man who the vampire was attacking. He's going to check him. And going to drag him back away from the conflict. That's going to just be the Reverend's turn.
Okay.
And he can... I'll say... Let me roll for him real quick. This would be intelligence, I think. For the difficulty of... Okay. He is able to... He's working on stabilizing the guy. The guy's not gonna die immediately.
He's only mostly dead.
He's just a little bit dead. He's not dead.
Because if a vampire bites you, then doesn't that turn you into a vampire?
That's zombies. It's if a vampire feeds you his blood.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a bit of a weird one. It is your turn, Mama Peggy.
Okay. I want to try to get a rope so we can tie him down and not be tied down.
Okay.
How do I do that?
That would be investigation,
Okay.
and you'll roll and yeah, and then it's a difficulty to
6.
find it in one turn.
So the investigation is 1. I rolled a 5, so that's
Plus your intelligence.
6.
Or plus your awareness, sorry.
6 and 5's 11.
So, awareness is 5, plus investigation, plus the dice.
So
11, okay. So, you can spend this turn to find a rope.
Okay.
Bryce?
Do I roll to find it? Or next turn will be whether
Next
I
turn you
find it
can-
or not?
No, you found it.
Okay,
That was
I
just
will
your whole
find it.
turn.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, as long as I
Um,
got it.
Because you did go into the other car to get it. You,
Yeah.
bounded over the Reverend and the man who's injured and grabbed one from the stable car and
Okay.
ran back in.
Okay.
So that's your whole turn.
Okay.
Bryce, I need you to roll me strength to maintain your grip.
with my athletics.
Yeah.
Big money, big money. Okay. 10.
Also 10.
That's been great.
Alrighty. Grandpa Bob, I need you to roll me strength to maintain your grip.
Okay. 8.
Do you have athletics? You do not.
My wolf has awe, though.
You
Oh,
have.
I've got awe.
That's
Aw.
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 yeah. I'm sorry for abbreviating things.
Oh,
Yeah, that's-
well, wouldn't we be able to be using those with our?
No,
Oh,
not
oh,
to
no, no,
maintain
no.
the fact that
Yeah,
he's held.
Just kidding.
So
Never mind. I tried.
he's going to break free from your grip.
Ooh.
He's kicked you off. You're shoved backwards. And it is back around to his turn. So he is going to let me see what he's going to do.
I want to try and kick him in the face. In the arm bar.
He's going to
Scrunch my foot.
he's going to attempt to shove himself out of the back and take you with him.
Okay, so he's trying to fit through the doorway.
No. You've pulled him out. He can fit through the doorway.
Okay.
He's a normal person.
I mean, he was prone and he's like sideways to the doorway. I was assuming because I mean.
The hallway's not wide enough for him to be laid out. It's not 6 feet wide.
Okay.
He's
Then how is this? Okay. Because what I had said was, I have his arm through the doorway.
yeah.
He's in the room.
Yeah, it's an awkward arm bar. His arm is up over his head.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's a bad arm bar.
Okay.
But yeah, he wouldn't be able to fit completely sideways.
Okay.
He's going to, well, even if he was, it wouldn't change anything.
Mhm.
He's going to attempt to yeet himself and take you with him. So, I need you to roll coordination to react to this. Or rather, prowess. Sorry, this is hand to hand.
Prowess.
So, prowess to react to this, no martial arts.
No martial arts. Okay.
That's also a 9.
Oops, sorry.
You're now,
I hit
He-
the microphone.
but he does. You're now both outside. You still have a hold of him, but it's no longer a proper armbar. You are just sort of grappling on his back. You're both on the outside of the.
Can I chew an ear off?
You want to bite his ear?
Pull a Dwayne Johnson and
It's Mike Tyson.
no Mike Tyson. Sorry.
And you're both on the outer balcony, or whatever the heck you call that railed-in area on a train.
Right.
The priest is going to attempt to stun him.
Don't stun him while he's out here. He's gonna fall off.
Okay. So- Very small. Oh my goodness, that's a very weird one.
Both got a 6.
Yeah, I got doubles, which means I get to roll again. 12 plus. Not a 6. No effect, unfortunately. He is he's repelled by the holy symbol, by the cross, but he is. I mean, you're still holding him in place, and it wasn't enough to throw him out of ability. Throw him out of focus.
So is he still held but not prone? Or is he
I'm going to go. I think that yes.
held but not
I think you could say you continue to hold him, but because he no longer has Grandpa Bob holding on to him, he's no longer prone. Thank you for reminding me.
I was just making sure for her additional point to use.
Okay, so now I've come back in with my rope, and I see that the situation has changed, and you guys are out on the balcony, so I don't know what to do now. I don't know. Any idea?
Let's see.
You gotta make a choice. This is a fight after all.
Okay, if I take the rope,
Tie us both up. I'll be tied to the vampire. I don't care.
he could
I'll chew on
bite
his
you
ear.
in the neck.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
chew on
he's
his
got
ear.
his. Bryce has his upper body. I wonder if you could get the rope like around his feet or something, or legs to.
And then he
Okay,
can
let's
pull
try
his
that. Let's
feet
see
out
if I
from
can get the rope wrapped around his feet.
All right.
his legs.
Roll me coordination and add survival if you have it.
Coordination is 12, and I don't have survival. I don't know where that would be.
Okay. Under your skills.
Yeah. No.
Oh my goodness. Yes, you do. You do tie his legs together.
I get his legs tied together. Okay.
Sort of helps incapacitate him.
That does help.
Okay.
That means that
So I've got his legs tied, and I still have extra rope, so I'm gonna cut it, cut the rope so I can,
Well, don't cut it quite yet.
okay,
Because
You should
might
just
be
cut
able
it.
to hug-
Keep going. Bryce, it's your turn.
Okay. So I want to. I still have his back, right?
Yes.
I want to try and since his legs are tight, sort of flop him back down onto like do judo flip almost, but like keep a hold of him and throw both of us on the ground. Suplex him. I want to suplex him.
You want to try to suplex the... Okay.
Heck yeah.
So, do you want to do damage or do you want to take him down?
I want to take him down,
All right. So,
preferably on his head.
yes. Well, okay, if you... Okay, Bryce.
Suplex.
All right, yeah, you can do the takedown. If you roll well enough, you can do damage.
Yes.
So, roll for strength with athletics.
Okay. Okay.
He's going to roll for... well, it doesn't matter. He's going to do one of the physical stats.
Never mind. Probably +3.
What'd you get?
6.
Yes. That is a 10 total. If he succeeds by more than 1 degree, then he gets to... then he gets out. So his legs are together.
So he's still held.
I would have another tag for tied, but he is standing up. But his legs are tied together. So it looks a little bit unsteady, but he is free. He judo flips you back. You try to suplex him, and he goes with it, and because he's, not human, he bends all the way back around and brings his feet back underneath him, and then whoosh, you are thrown off.
But his feet are tied together, so they're not stable. He's just like this rather than.
Yeah, he's a little bit unstable.
Yeah. I think you need to yank that rope.
She already cut the rope.
And it's your turn, Grandpa Bob.
Oh. And does he have a hold
No.
of Sean Wayne? Okay.
what happened to Sean Wayne, where is he, he's thrown
He's
off the train?
No?
Okay,
No, he's back onto the ground.
okay. On the floor of the train,
Yes.
okay.
I would like to, let's see. See what I could do to, get his upper body. Perhaps try, let's see, what do I have available in there? I really don't. I'm trying to think if I could do something to sweep his legs out from under him before he gets him untied to get him back on the ground and
Yeah, you
hold
can do
him
that.
down.
You can attempt to shove him over. And you
Uh-huh.
can attempt to just straight up punch him in the face. You can try and leg sweep him.
Okay, let me think. And I do have a gun.
Yeah.
That's about all but I don't know what good shooting him would do. I don't know if you shot him in the head with vampire brains.
There is one way to find out.
Okay, what if we try to shoot him in the face?
Alrighty.
I
Roll
know I
me.
don't have my long rifle with me, but I've got the pistol.
Roll me coordination.
All right. That gives me an 8.
That is also an 8.
So if I spend one of these, that beats him.
That would, yeah.
Okay.
Roll, and add. The pistol's damage is 3, so roll and add 3.
Okay. Whoa! Hey. Okay, there's a 5. That's
Look
right.
at that. Oh, this one's got a chip in it. I don't think that's properly balanced.
Oh, got a 5 anyhow.
That's good. So what's the total?
5 and
Nope. Damage.
3. Yeah. 8 total.
Okay, so that is also an 8 for him. He will.
So another grit to make it successful.
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah, you would. But I will. What that does is that that does knock him over.
Uh-huh.
However,
He's no longer held either.
Yeah.
Okay, does knock him back.
It knocks him over, but there's only a bare dribble of the thick molasses-like blood from his forehead.
Okay.
It doesn't even seem to have made it all the way in.
Okay.
On his turn, he is going to use. He's got an. I'm gonna roll for him. I need you to roll and add. Add 4.
9.
Okay, so he succeeds. He's able to get the rope off using his movement, and then as his action, he is going to. He's gonna grab Bryce. I need you to roll me, prowess or strength to avoid being grabbed.
I'll do prowess any day.
13. All right. And that is 9. Okay, so not quite enough to get countered. But yes.
Would I be able to add anything to that? Martial arts or athletics?
Uh,
No, probably not.
to avoid the grab, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Oh, and I need to turn in one of these because I shot.
You could just set it to the side.
How many of these do you have?
Well, I got.
He has 9 because he has 3
Oh.
for his long rifle and 6 for his other.
Okay.
6. Yeah.
The Reverend is going to attempt to, he's gonna try. I think he's gonna try and stun him with the holy symbol again, because he doesn't actually have a good way to use his other tools at the moment. He doesn't have any silver bullets. He does have a bit of silver. So that's a. Oh, that's not gonna work. However, he is pushed back away from the Reverend, but not incapacitated.
Okay.
He's
So-
up. He's free, but he's still on that outer edge. And so, as the Reverend charged him, he's now pushed up against the rails.
Okay.
He's he's looking at you, Bryce, and says, "Well, I'm not quite sure what you are." And it is your turn, Grimapegi.
Okay. So, the guy that the vampire was leaning over, what's happened with him
He's been stabilized by the Reverend and dragged backwards out of the fight.
out of the fight? Okay, so our main objective right now is to try to get that the vampire either incapacitated or off the train, and if he's
Or
out
dead.
or dead, but
We could kill him.
we've shot him and that's not doing anything.
How can we
So-
kill him though? How do you kill a vampire?
So my thought
Stick
is,
through the heart,
Okay.
silver bullet. What other one was there? Or there was a
Bryce, do you want to roll me intelligence?
sure. It's not gonna do much. 7. Ain't got much up there.
7. Well, you know that decapitation works on most things, even if it's temporary.
Yeah. Captation's good.
And you've seen that he doesn't like the sign of the cross. And you know some vague things about. There's actually an equivalent in China, but it is similar though. They're expelled by priests. And don't like, if I recall correctly, don't like sunlight. Doesn't kill them outright, but it is pretty bad for them. So you'd know that was actually a roll because you had the lowest intelligence out of the group, I think. That was a roll for everybody to see what everybody knows. Grandma Peggy, it is now your turn.
okay. is there, I was thinking of a way to just, since he's outside and up against the rails, is there a way we can flip him off the train? Just get him off the train altogether so we're not having to deal with him.
Absolutely.
Okay,
That would be a shove attack, so that would be adding your strength.
okay. Oh.
You didn't shove it very
Hi.
well.
Oh, 5 total?
Yeah.
That's not going to work.
Okay.
And yes. You charge in shoulder first. It is like he's propped up against something, and it's like
I bounce
it's a
off of him.
boink. Yep, it's like a statue. It's
Okay.
weird. So this little skinny dude, but is made out of, well, he's not quite human. It is your turn, Bryce.
I'd like to try and take him down.
Do another takedown.
Yeah.
Okay,
Judo flip, almost.
sure. That'll be prowess or strength.
Okay.
A full pond.
Would I be able to use martial arts to be able to...
For a trip, yes. Yeah, just for tripping.
Yeah.
For tripping.
12.
Yes, that is a success. Fold another one. What was your total? 12?
12.
So you can use those. Or he can get rid of one on his turn, or both of them by trying to flip upward. It is your turn.
Okay. Now you've thrown him to the ground. Do you have him pinned? Are you on him? You've just thrown
Nope.
him to the ground, or the floor of the platform there, the balcony. I want to rush in and try getting him shoved off.
All right. Yeah, you can roll. You can use. No, those are just counters for
Oh,
how he
I
gets rid of.
forgot what I was...
So yes, you have a +2. You can roll roll strength plus athletics if you have it.
Nah, I'm not very athletic. Ooh, 6.
Oh, goodness.
And 6 is 12.
Oh,
And
6
then
and 7 is 13.
Would you be able to use either of the pros?
He would get, yeah, you get a +2. So you barely succeed.
Okay.
You rush in and grab the top of the shirt collar and slide him out from underneath the rail. And he boom, 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 rolls across the rails, and you can see him as you're speeding off, stand up, and shake himself off, and you can see at a distance. The last things you see as it fades into the dark is 2 little points of yellow and a bright white slash underneath. He's smiling at you as you leave.
I was wondering if he'd have some sort of, since he's more than human, if he'd have the ability to run up and catch up to the train.
Vampires are bats.
Not this one.
Oh, okay.
I meant to say your worst nightmare whenever I tripped him. Because you asked, what are you? He asked, he looked me in the
Yes.
eyes and said, what are you?
Your worst nightmare.
I meant to say that.
Well,
The moment's
he's
lost.
he was
He's been detrained.
he's been derailed, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
No, he's still on the rails. Just fine.
Okay.
So- Interestingly enough, you know, I have 2 unkilled undead.
What was the first one?
Deadeye. The man who you killed, who gave you a chance to run away, and then you just slaughtered him. And so he got super mad, and you saw him raised from the dead. You saw a man crawl out of the grave. The eye patch guy.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
So,
Oops.
we'll see whenever that, what happens with that.
Forgot about that one. Yikes.
Fortunately, neither of them are on the train at the moment.
Yeah.
You got a little
Hopefully.
bit,
Hopefully that eye isn't on the train. He might have been up in one of the passenger cars.
I'm saving him. I'm hoping that I've got a line for both of these guys, or either of these guys, if you ever happen to meet them again. You don't know. You got stuff. You'll be ahead of them by quite a ways. They'll have to catch up to you. So you do tend to the man who is injured. He will have a very impressive scar on his where his shoulder connects to his neck. And he will be anemic, but the priest does check him over, does a little occult check. He is not going to turn into a vampire, so he looks like he's all right.
All right. We rescued him.
So, you have gained that. You've gained favor with the Reverend. You've also gained favor with those two actors. I don't know how much use they are, but that's what they do.
If we ever need to go to Hollywood. If I wanna,
Well, you will
ever wanna
be-
pursue my career in acting.
As you might.
As Sean Wayne.
Yeah. So, you're tired. This all took place in the middle of the night. You probably sleep until lunch the next day, easily.
I could do that. Been a long night.
But you find yourself, the next time you wake up, you've made it, you're down into the foothills of the mountains. You can see, every once in a while you crest and you can see in the distance the wide desert.